Fundamental theorem of calculus, area function. We learned that integration of a to b f of x dx is the area of the region bounded by the curve y is equal to f of x, the ordinates x is equal to e and x is equal to b, and x-axis. Let x be a given point in the closed interval a comma b. Then integration of a to x f of x dx represents the area of the shaded region. The area of this shaded region is a function of x. Let us denote this function of x by a of x. We call the function a of x as area function and it is given by a of x is equal to integration of a to x f of x dx. Now, based on this definition, we define two basic fundamental theorems on integral calculus. First fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Let f be a continuous function on the closed interval a comma b and let a of x be the area function. Then a dash of x is equal to f of x for all x belongs to closed interval a comma b. Second fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Let f be a continuous function defined on the closed interval a comma b and let capital F be the antiderivative of f. Then integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to capital F of x of limits a to b, which is equal to f of b minus f of a. Remarks. Integration a to b f of x dx is equal to value of the antiderivative capital F of small f at the upper limit b minus value of the same antiderivative at the lower limit a. This theorem is very useful because it gives us a method of calculating the definite integral more easily without calculating the limit of a sum. The crucial operation in evaluating a definite integral is that of finding a function whose derivative is equal to the integrand. This strengthens the relationship between differentiation and integration. Steps for calculating integration of a to b f of x dx. Step 1. Find the indefinite integral, integration of f of x dx. Let this be capital F of x. There is no need to keep integration constant c because if we consider f of x plus c instead of f of x, we get integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to f of x plus c a to b, which is equal to f of b plus c minus f of a plus c, which again implies f of b minus f of a. Thus, the arbitrary constant disappears in evaluating the value of the definite integral. Step 2. Evaluate capital F of b minus capital F of a is equal to capital F of x of limit a to b, which is the value of integration of a to b small f of x dx. Evaluation of definite integrals by substitution. Step 1. Consider the integral without limits and substitute y is equal to f of x or x is equal to g of y to reduce the given integral to a known form. Step 2. Integrate the new integrand with respect to the new variable without mentioning the constant of integration. Step 3. Resubstitute for the new variable and write the answer in the terms of the original variable. Step 4. Find the values of answers obtained in step 3 at the given limits of integral and find the difference of the values at the upper and lower limits.